Hello and welcome everyone. We are back again after a break of 3 weeks, 2 weeks I suppose, from our league racing here at IRC, and today we are at the Suzuka circuit in Japan. Without delaying too much, let's just hop on to the track video followed by the hot lap, which is provided by myself, No More Pro Player. Let's head over to it.
Suzuka International Racing Course is the crown jewel for Japanese motorsport and a circuit that bears host to the Japanese Grand Prix. Originally designed as a test track for Honda, the signature figure-8 layout containing some of F1's most recognizable corners and complexes, such as the S's, Spoon Curve and 130R, make Suzuka an instant spectacle for fans and drivers alike.
One of the most culturally significant and historically important tracks on the F1 calendar. Drivers love it simply because of the courage it takes to barrel down the pit straight and go as late on the brakes as you can through turn 1, which then throws you onto this section of S curves. Very trademark section of this Japanese Grand Prix. I mean, all of you all remember Sebastian Vettel doing his quali lap in 2018 and getting significant time through this section. What you've got to make sure is you don't go down the gears at the apexes and you brake, use your engine braking as much as you can during the quali run. Now going up the Dunlop curve, which then throws you onto Degner, you just need to downshift, don't have to brake at all, which then throws you onto this section that takes the car onto the hairpin. Now the hairpin is a reward for those bold late breakers with fresh tires who want to get an overtake done, have got a fantastic sector 1 on the guy ahead of him, and now has an opportunity to get an overtake done. Through turn 12, fast sweeping right-hander, which then throws you onto the spoon curve. Now this is it's actually 2 turns which drivers treat as one, because that gives you the fantastic maximum top speed coming out of this section onto the start-finish straight, I think, of the Formula 3000. Now this then throws you onto the super fast left-hander of 130R. All of you all remember Charles Leclerc holding his wing mirror through this section, which then throws you onto the Casio triangle. For drivers who have fresh tires and are good at overtaking, that's another overtaking spot on this track, as Nomo Propi shows us what it's like to set a hot lap at the Suzuka Grand Prix circuit.
Since our boys have read it up, that we will be talking through the session as we are going through this race, but right now our boys seem to have ready up, and we can already see that Neon has been disqualified from the quali session, so not a really good start for him. But coming to the race itself, expecting a lot of things to happen today, but yeah, definitely the weather seems to be quite clear for both the race as well as quali, so the drivers don't need to worry about the the weather being wet or anything like that. Let me just turn up the volume so that it is easy for everyone to hear. But yep, so right now we have a lot of people who are on track. Hitesh setting the fastest time of 129.2, which I'm sure will be beaten up by a lot of people who are still on their outlap or are in the pits, and we can see a lot of times coming up as this session is progressing. Let me just set up everything. Okay, so we see a lot of people on their soft runs already, and we can see that KG has actually set the fastest time of 128.0 on his soft tires, which is currently 1.2 seconds faster than the second fastest time, and Alpha Bot has set up the second fastest time of 128.6 on those soft tires. Karthik seems to be on a lap at the moment, goes a bit wide in that corner. It's very easy to lose your car there, but he manages to keep it on the track, but that would have definitely lost him a lot of time. Today I do not have anyone in the commentary box with me, so I will be commentating alone for this race. Hope I will be able to cover all the incidents that are happening on track. Meanwhile, my tire graphics looks not that good. Did my GPU suddenly decide to downgrade the graphics or something? I am not sure. Let me just have a look. And it is in full HD. It is high.
What are you doing?
And I am joined by Electrip. So Electrip, you want to be my co-commentator for today?
Hi, just give me 2 seconds. I'll be right back with you.
Okay, so we have 14 people today for our tier 3 race. I'm pretty sure some 2 or 3 people did mark attendance. I think it was supposed to be a 17 people grid, but we ended up with only 14 people at the moment. But nevertheless, actually 15 people marked and 14 people are here. So not bad attendance considering we are back after a break of 2 weeks. Let's just hop on to someone else who is on their lab, because Karthik seems to be doing a lot of getting used to the track laps, and he has set a best time of 1:31.4 kg. After his lap has gone into the pits, Alpha Bot also trying to do a couple of banker laps to get used to the grip, to the track, and also rubber the track in the process. Hitesh has gone back to the pits after his first lap. Nifty also seems to be doing a lot of banker laps, but a lot of people back into the pits after completing their first lap. Soham Day, Berlin, Dodiman, a couple of the fast people still not put any time on the leaderboard, probably because they invalidated their lap, or probably they have not gone out yet, but Berlin seems to have gone out with a 1 lap old softs. But we do have people who have again started to go out on their second runs. Alphabot still trying to do a couple of banker laps. Rooker, surprising tire choice by him, going
Hi.
out on mediums. And Electrip is back. What's up?
So exciting race today. Let's see who one of my favorite tracks, to be honest.
Evening we will see you also perform on this track. So what are you expecting to get out of this race?
I mean, honestly, a podium would be nice.
Isn't that everyone's dream?
I mean, yeah. To be honest, I'm not gonna win, but I genuinely want to win, especially what happened last season, where I lost out because of penalties and that whole fiasco with I just want a redemption race. Let's say.
For sure. Currently Berlin seems to be on an out lap and is behind Alpha Bot, who is doing a lot of banker laps at the moment. Probably Alpha Bot will also go into the pits at the end of this lap. Hopefully no one blocks anyone, but right now no one seems to be on a lap. Everyone is either on out lap or pit. Do you think they synchronize this, either going into the pits? Because when everyone was out, everyone was out. Now when everyone is into the pits. What do you think is going on here?
I mean, it's just a coincidence because once everyone logs in, they all just want to get on the track. So by the time everyone finishes a lap, it's the same thing.
Yeah, well, let's just hop on to Hitesh, who has just started his flying lap on those fresh shots, going through the SS, taking it very clean, a bit wide there. Let's see if he stays flat. Nope. He does not have the guts to be flat in Degner 1, but nevertheless a good speed that he is carrying through Degner 2 and going in. He can lose his car here, but tries to keep it stable. Seems like he's on a controller. Ahead of him there is Karthik, who might block him, but Karthik just goes off the track to give him way. Not a lot of distraction there. Exit out of the hairpin was not that great, but definitely a good one. That exit especially plays a crucial role into this race, because if you mess that up, you have a long straight coming where you can lose a lot of time. Spoon seems to be really good, but he did go wide on the exit of the spoon, and that is his lap invalidated. Let's have sad noises for Hitesh, who will probably try for another lap if he has the fuel for it. Let's just go on to some other drivers. What is the pole time you are expecting here, Electrip?
27.5. Let's see.
For tier 3?
Yeah, for tier 3, 27.5.
Yep, that is a good expectation.
Yeah.
Let's see. I know a couple of people, they have done 27 once in time trials. So let's see how much they can do. Kuber Abis crosses the line with a 128.0, just 300 slower than KG, who is currently sitting on pole. Do you think anyone will be able to beat our KG's time?
I mean, yeah, I genuinely haven't raced with a lot of these drivers, so I can't tell. But I'd say Alpha can beat his time. Alpha is he might he's actually a pretty decent driver, in my opinion. He's actually pretty good. So I feel like Alpha has something up his sleeve this time.
Let's hope he has, because as a fellow Red Bull driver, I will definitely would like to see him on pole position. And we see Neon, if I was not wrong, or it was Hitesh. It was Hitesh who lost his car on his second hot lap and has broken all his wings for that matter, if I'm not wrong. Yep, left end plate is gone. But yeah, just as an update to you, Electrip, the weather seems to be clear for both quali as well as race, so no rain
I mean,
expected.
that's good, considering Japan and the slippery S section.
I would have loved to see how these drivers would have driven in the S section, especially because more than half of the grid is on keyboard, if I'm not wrong. So, yeah, it would
I
have
mean,
been.
most of them are on controllers. I think most of them.
Yeah, like
Half. Yeah, I mean like
half.
few people here.
Yes. So, still, we can see that Soham Day and Dodi Man, who are one of the fastest driver on this grid, have not set their times. So, expecting them to also go out, or do you think they are trying to qualify outside top 10 and then come back towards the end, go for the
I
alternate?
mean, I don't know. Are they just doing a last first? Because I know they have the pace. I know they have really good pace. So, yep, at 27.9s.
Yep, KG does improve on his time. Can you just confirm whether the telemetry is working?
It is working. It is working. Don't worry.
Because if we don't get the race results, then after the race, putting it on the website will be another big issue. But yeah, seeing that today is Sunday, I don't see a lot of people active on our community. Mostly because everyone is tired from the 12 hours endurance race at Nürburgring. Very good performance by our boys, but yeah, it seems like all of them are tired and taking a bit of a break from that. But yes, as we saw KG setting the fastest time, Kuberabi not able to improve, E-Rock cutting some grass right there, giving way probably to someone up ahead of him, but it seems like he will be going into the pits. He's not on his hot lap at the moment, and Berlin did set up a time. E-Rock trying to use a lot of the grass there.
I'm surprised a lot of these drivers break into Degner 1. I don't know why do they do that. Like, you don't need to.
Braking is like the most extreme end of Degner 1 curve, but yeah, like you need a lot of guts to take it flat out. I'm just
I mean, not
waiting.
flat out. Flat out is impossible. We all know. Like, usually the best way to take it is one gear down and a slight lift off.
I would still suggest that if you are running a bit of a higher wing, you can take it flat out.
Yeah, you can.
It's a bit risky, but definitely not in race. You cannot do it in race. E-Rock trying to cut all corners to reach the pits as fast as possible, because he will just have time for one more run, provided his teammate does not block him. Anyways, his teammate is not here at the moment. But everyone is back into the pits, so it might be a race to the line, because everyone will decide to go out immediately as soon as they are in. We see Kuberabi on his final out lap. Will he be able to beat KG's 127.9 as well as Alpha Bot, who is sitting in P4, who will start his hot lap? Let's stay on board with him as he is going through the through his flying lap, approaching corner 1. Let's see, where does he brake? Does he brake late? Yep, he does brake late. Perfect line through the first corner, drifting wide in first corner, going into the second, going through the SS. That looks really promising, like for the SS, in my personal opinion, if you mess up the
He's
first
taking
corner,
it, yeah. He took it really well. I mean, yeah, perfect line. I know he's not as confident as Tier 1 or Tier 2, where they literally smashed the throttle through there. But considering the line is actually pretty well done. Yeah.
like
Everything's clean.
especially for the SS, I feel that if you mess up the first corner going into the S,
Yeah.
oh, that was a bit too wide on the exit of the hairpin. Probably lost 2 to 3 tenths there. I'm not sure whether he will back out because he has not set any purple sectors yet. Not looking really good for Alphabot. Yep,
Just
he
get
has
him.
backed out. Kuber Abi starting his session. Nifty retires into the pits. Not into the pits. He retired on the track. Did he get into some incident? Let me just. There is a Mercedes passing. By the time I go there, it seems like he lost his car on the exit of the hairpin, and that's his tires out for him. But
I
let's
think
see.
that's the
Yeah,
most hardest corner. They had the hardest corner to get right, to be honest. They happen. The exit
especially
is really tricky.
especially getting the exit out of that.
Yeah, yeah.
Right now, Karthik seems to be on 3-lap old softs. Not sure what he is planning to
Oops,
do.
someone's wing.
We saw a Alpha Tauri wing of Joker flying past Karthik Racer there. So Joker will be heading into the pit. So is Karthik Racer. The man in question is Kuber Abi, who is currently on his hot lap, flying lap, going through the spoon corner, using the curb as much as possible, using each and every part of the track, going through 130R. Obviously will be flat out. I am pretty sure no one is lifting through 130R, setting a purple second sector, but it might be a bit of glitch because we know that the game sometimes shows false sector purple, second sector purple, but sticking to the inside wall, trying to save, and goes pole with 127.7. Damn, that was a good lap.
Very good lap.
What do you think KG will have in response to that lap?
Not good, as you can see.
He is currently on a flying lap. He has a Haas in front of him, whom Bioride, I hope he will give him way, or at least give him some slipstream, one of those. Let's hope that is the second, because he needs that for going pole position in this race. But seeing at Kuber Abi's time, he has improved like exponentially. If I'm not wrong, he was not there in the top podium positions in the past 2 rounds that we had in Tier 3. But what do you think, like, his improvement in this league?
I mean, just a ton of practice, that's all.
Yeah, definitely the drivers got 2 weeks of practice, and Bioride is blocking KG on his lap. Bioride has run out of all ERS, and KG could have got pull. He finishes 127.8, probably a report coming ahead. What do you think? I don't think so. It was Bioride's fault. I think.
Man, but I feel like it's Byra's fault. That's what it is.
Hey guys.
Hi.
Hi.
And Masum is here. I think I think KG should have left a bit of space before he was starting off with his hot lap. But he did leave a lot of space, even though.
Let's go on about Soham Day because he's been doing a 134 and I think he will cross the line now and the 129.2 on the mediums.
Trying the alternate strategy, starting in top 10. So, what do you think? He's trying to do medium softs?
I
Might be
mean,
medium hard, I've generally seen Soham like not off for the soft tires because on the keyboard you have just so much more tire wear on the front tires.
compared to a lot of the other drivers, he has a lot of pace. So I think the alternate might be better for him because he doesn't have to, get stuck in traffic.
Yep.
Okay, so this is our grid, Neon with unfortunate disqualification in the beginning of the session itself, which I was not able to capture because I was busy starting the stream. But Kuber Abi setting the fastest time of 127.7, followed by KG, who could have beaten his time but got blocked a bit by Bioride towards the end of his lap, could only put in a time of 127.8. E-Rock with 127.9. So top 3 drivers crossing the 128 barrier and going into the 127. Alpha Bot, not a very good performance from him. Was expecting a much more performance. Berlin on those softs and a Soham Day on medium tires in the top 10. So Soham Day seems to be in a very good position considering his tire on which he is right now. We will be waiting for 1 minute for our drivers to do their tire strategy, but I don't think there is anyone to remind them when to ready up, so one of you guys can please go and tell them to ready up after a minute. That would be good. But yeah, we will be giving 1 minute time for everyone to.
And someone ready it up.
That is Karthik Racer who read it up first, but that is okay. We will have a look at it after the race. I think he read it up even in the previous round, if I am not wrong. But yeah,
Who was the one who forgot to wait for the ready up this time?
it was
Karthik
Karthik
Racer.
Racer.
Okay.
I think he's too eager to race, And we are off with the formation lap. 14 drivers, not a full grid, but a lot of drivers not starting off their formation lap. Might see some disqualifications before the formation lap only starts, but hopefully no one got disqualified.
Yeah, absolutely. And turn one and Suzuka is always very tricky. Because it goes into a dip, it's very hard to judge your braking point.
We already
into
see a
turn one.
lot of racing going on in formation lap itself into the SS.
Oh, someone's off.
Yep, that would be Dodi Man if I'm not wrong. Yep. We see someone slowing down a lot. Bioride on AI, Neon and Nifty overtaking Dodi Man. So a lot of racing we can experience in formation lap itself. Nifty taking the esports line there on the grass, but nevertheless, whatever these drivers seem is best for their tires. But I think there is a lot of gap between Rooker and E-Rock. Yep, E-Rock has just flown off and Rooker is still into the spoon curve.
Not the cleanest formation, lah. But I have seen worse, let's be honest.
Right now, Karthik Racer, who is supposed to start at P10, is currently sitting P4 or P5. So, yeah, I think we need to, put out a rule to maintain your position in formation lap. Otherwise, it becomes a bit of confusion, and at the end, it might result in someone getting disqualified and starting off with cold tires. Game suggesting a soft hard strategy. What do you think people will do? Soft hards or soft medium medium or soft medium?
Soft medium is the ideal strategy over here. The mediums, the alternate is not very powerful here. Like the medium soft is not very powerful, and the soft hard is like the hard is slower and they don't really last much more than the mediums.
So you're saying soft medium is the ideal strategy?
Yep.
Okay. Give me 2 seconds.
And Electrip just messaging his fellow driver in Nifty, I think, right?
That's fast. you saw the McLaren pit wall here first, folks.
Yep. 3 lights, 4 lights, 5 lights, and we wait for, and we are off. Kuberabi not getting a very good start, for already falling back 2 positions. Renault of E-Rock also looking to go on the inside but decides to back off. Alpha Bot getting a humongous start, and we already have a yellow flag in sector 1. We have the Haas of Bioride off on the exit of turn 1, and Hitesh has lost his car going into the S's. Hopefully good that he did not take, and I saw a reset to track there as well from Nifty, who has, and there is Karthik Racer and E-Rock who has lost his car. A lot of people losing their car in the SS in the first lap. AlphaBot getting a humongous start, going from P4 to P2. KG pulled off, already pulling off a gap of 1.4 seconds. Kuberabi not having the best of the starts. P3, I think Kuberabi and E-Rock had contact, which resulted in E-Rock being in the gravel. We see Neon
and
going
Neon
backwards.
And can we also get the positions changed real quick? That'll be nice to see.
Yep. So there we have.
Yeah, and we just had Evil Dog saying Alpha Boys bring it home at the exact moment when Neon spun. So some teammate thinking of it, but he doesn't have damage. He does have damage.
He does have. You will be able to see. I am not able to see that much, but already KG pulling a 2-second gap in the first lap itself. What do you think? Dominant drive by KG?
Tough to say. It's the first lap, especially at Cuber. After that initial first lap, would be a bit unsettled right now, I would say. But I just saw somebody tires was already like in the yellow zone, so that's not going to be good.
Yeah, some of these drivers have done 2 or 3 laps on their soft, so I don't know.
Burley not having the best of the grip on this track. He was trying to attack Kuberabi, but now he is falling prey to Soham Day, who in turn is being looked upon by Rooker. So all this battle is being looked from behind by Rooker, waiting for anyone to do a mistake or a spin, and we have a yellow flag in sector 1. I think E-Rock spun? Not sure.
It might be a random one.
2 laps in and already like 3 people got penalties now. 1 for speeding in pit lane, 1 for resetting the track, and 1 for
Early ready up.
early ready up, yeah.
Soham Day on mediums looking really feisty in P5.
I hope KG isn't right now using his ERS to burn a gap right now, but you don't know how that will pay later on. Especially if he's able to find a gap when he pits, he's going to benefit greatly from that.
That is very much true, and I feel that there will be some gap across the field. Like there will be bunch of people fighting each other, but there will be huge gaps between 2-3 people. But Rooker seeming really close to Soham Day. If I was in his position, probably used a bit of his ERS and yeeted him off because he is wasting some time staying behind a medium runner. So not sure both of these drivers going really wide into the spoon. That's not how you take SS, not spoon, my bad.
Yeah, so they're having an impressive drive to P5 on the mediums. Not too bad.
A gap has started to form between the drivers. We see Hitesh, who is closing in at the moment on Nifty. As I said, that a bit wide and a bit of lockup into that corner, that is normal. But yeah, because of that lockup, Nifty getting a much better exit. Let's see who gets a better exit out of the hairpin, because this is the decider of a long straight. That's a very slow exit, in my opinion. But yep, we can see Nifty flying off in the distance. There is a battle going on between Karthik and Neon. Karthik trying to go on the outside, but Neon on the inside gets back the position from
Out of curiosity, does Alphabot have damage? He's falling back so quickly. He lost almost a second in the last few seconds.
Let's just have a look at Alphabot, but KG is setting fastest time after fastest time every lap. So it might just be KG being KG.
Yeah.
That's a lot of ERS being used by Karthik. Decided not to go on the inside at 130R. Probably a smart decision. Almost clipped his wing. He puts line there and...
What was that?
What was that?
Well, that's another penalty incoming.
I am absolutely not sure what went through Karthik Racer's mind there. But it was something. E-Rock has dived into the pits, probably had another damage, if I am not wrong. Already has completed his pit stop, going out on medium tires. Duty Man receiving a 3-second penalty, Joker also receiving a 3-second penalty. The question that you were asking, whether Alphabot has damage or not, you can check it here.
He doesn't have it enabled, unfortunately.
Sadly, but he seems to be now stagnant, gap of 3.2. There is another yellow flag. Karthik Racer has again lost it, and this time it's with E-Rock. I am not sure what is going on behind this pack, but it seems like E-Rock and Karthik Racer were in a battle, and that did not end up as either of them expected. Going up to this battle between P6, 7, 8 and Sorry, my bad. P3, 4, 5, 6. There is another yellow flag in sector 2. That will be Alfa Romeo of Neon, who has lost it. But this battle seems to be getting heated up as the laps are going progressing.
Yeah, definitely. And seeing Soham, I think, is looking very fancy for a move on Berlin.
I'm taking some really good lines through there.
Do you think is it because softs are dying off, or is it because Berlin is trying to cut some grass on?
Oh,
They,
Drake.
they should be fine. They should be fine at this point.
I mean, softs will last another 2 more laps before they fall off.
They last 11 laps before they really fall off.
By the way, Dipanshu, your mic is really echoing them.
Is it? I will
Yes.
just reduce. You guys come on. Should be all good. There is something called as feedback. It's a feature, it's not an issue. That's what I tell myself. Okay. Nevertheless, Rooker is sending down the inside of Berlin, who does not seem to be in his form today, and Berlin has already been overtaken by 2 drivers in the span of just 1 lap, probably because he is losing a front right end plate, if I am not blind.
To be honest, that's the cleanest overtake I've seen all day.
Yep, he is losing a front end right plate, and someone has gone off. That's a Haas. Probably Bioride. Yep, that was Bioride who has lost it in sector 1. KG is still pulling a gap. Berlin
Gets a 5-second.
yeah, and goes back into the pits for a wing change. Probably should have judged his braking because he does not have front wing. He should brake a bit early. But the field seems to have spaced out a lot. So what are you guys' plan for the next, until the next battle comes up?
I think the next battle will come because from the current pace, I think Soham will catch Kuberabi in 3 laps time, I think.
Yeah, probably even because Kuberabi's wing is gone, and we have Nifty who has lost his car
Oh no.
in Degner 1. Is that Degner 1? Yep, that is.
That's
Degner.
that's Dunlop actually.
Oh, that's Dunlop. Okay, so probably trying some bold move, going flat out, but behind him Berlin is coming. Hopefully.
So he'll be taken flat during quali, not during the race.
Nifty is not
Lost
having
wing.
a wing
Oh.
and a bit of. I am not sure what is going on in this race. Some lag probably that would
How
explain
much
that.
damage does Nifty have?
I think Nifty is missing
Oh, yeah, red, yep.
left wing as a whole. So yeah, that's how you take spoon when you don't have a wing, especially the left one, because
Yeah.
you need to turn left there.
As we say that Electrip has now gone to help his teammate.
Yeah, Electrip is typing a lot of strong words probably on Discord at the moment. But KG and AlphaBot, the gap has settled, not settled, it's again increasing between the two, and Kuber Abi is 2.5 seconds behind the top 2 runners. Soham Day seems to not decrease the gap between himself and Kuber Abi, but let's see. Soft should start falling off now, and Soham Day medium tire should show a lot of pace at this current rate. Rukat is also trying to stick behind Soham Day, not trying to lose him a lot. Probably, best strategy would be for him to stay behind 2 to 3 seconds of Soham Day, hoping that he does some mistake and he can get the move done.
Soham will now be entering the DRS of Kuberabi in a couple of laps as we see that Nifty retires.
And Nifty has lost his car in the SS. We can get a very good view from not this.
And that's a safety car. And I think that works perfectly for the soft runner.
Yep, and there's Nifty car in the S's where he has lost it. But all the soft runners got a blessing in disguise. Everyone will jump into the pits, but sadly for KG and Alpha Bot, they already crossed the pits. Even Rooker has crossed the pits. So I think only after P8 they would be able to pit in right now. So Hitesh getting a very good, pit stop right there. Probably will catch the safety car queue. Others also pitting as they will come across the line. But why do you think the safety car came out? The car seemed to be pretty much off the track. I think safety car was not necessary here.
I think some driver paid for it. EA strategy.
So, Electric, what will be your next message to Nifty?
I mean, he already messaged me with a few expletives. So yeah, that is that. It is what it is. We can't do anything about it. Sometimes you just make mistakes.
Yes. Especially on this track, if you are not coming in with a lot of practice, you can end up in a very bad situation.
The worst part is, especially if someone practices a ton and they just do something dumb like that, and it sucks.
I saw Alpha Bot being the most careful during the pit entry. He slowed down miles before the line was there and he engaged his pit limiter.
I mean, I can't blame him considering all the 5 seconds. I'd rather him lose 1 or 2 seconds than 5 seconds.
That is very much true, but it seems like there has been no position change for at least the top 3 runners. Oh no, Joker does overtake Alpha Bot, but Joker is not pitting. That's a weird decision by him.
Why? No, why does Sohamdi go onto the hards though? Oh yeah, safety car. I'm sorry,
Yes.
my bad.
Free pit stop plus from here you cannot complete the race.
Yeah, this Sohamdi lost his advantage technically because of the safety car.
Yeah, technically it was a blessing in disguise for all the soft runners, but since
It also means that a lot of people could get their could get their wings fixed who had wing damage. I think there were a few people who were running the whole race with wing damage.
What is Joker doing?
probably will go into the pits now.
Yeah, hopefully.
End up pretty much
Dead last.
the last of the grid, yeah, because I think everyone will might come up ahead of Karthik Racer, but probably will be dead last. Yeah, he will be dead last. At this stage, probably the hards will be will be faster than the softs. We see everyone on the grid has gone on fresh hards, except Berlin, who was on 2 laps old, and Bioride, who is on 6 lap old hards. But everyone else is on fresh hards. Neon deciding on fresh mediums. What do you think is going on there? Expecting another safety car?
Mediums can go to the end, I think, from lap 10 onwards.
Yeah, because there's gonna be like 1 or 2 more laps of safety car, so.
Yeah.
Probably a lap more of safety car.
And I almost fell off my chair. Nice.
Please do that in today's race, Tier-2 race.
How? I have a rig, I can't fall either.
Your steering wheel should come in your hand, like when you're driving,
Yeah, I'll use dash, don't worry.
And Joker decides not to pit again. I am not sure whether he is looking at his tire wear or he does not have a race engineer for this race. But he should definitely pit in as soon as possible. Not looking really good for his tires.
Yeah, I mean, I literally see zero reason why he's out there. Unless he can pull out something really good.
The field has almost bunched up, waiting for 4 more drivers.
I
to
mean,
get-
actually, if you see, KG is in a really good position right here because Joker is just behind him, pushing Alpha Bot back. Because Alpha Bot has to overtake Joker to get, behind KG. So
Yeah.
he should feel happy. He's in a really good spot.
I think I think Joker still hasn't realized that the advantage of putting in a safety car.
Yeah.
Hitesh getting a 5-second penalty collision with Dodiman. I am not sure who Hitesh is. Do you remember what his previous name was? Or
I'm
was
not
it
sure.
Desh only?
I think it was him.
Yes, we pro commentators.
KG
And
trying
Joker,
to.
I think Joker has realized. He's like, yep, I have no chance at this point.
I will just see if I can invite him back or if I
Uh.
have added him as friend, but he can definitely join with the link in attendance. But yeah, hopefully he did not quit because of the realization, and hopefully it was just a Steam error.
I want to see if his AI pits now.
If AI pits, then yeah, at least Codemasters have put in a bit of
Blessing in disguise.
yes. Safety car does not seem to go in this lap as well because of the
It might go in very late
yeah,
this time. Yeah.
it is in this lap.
I mean, still Karthik Racer has to catch up.
But it is going in this
Oh,
lap.
it's going in?
Let's see how the safety car restart goes. KG seems to be, and there is a collision between Alphabot and Joker, but luckily Joker is disconnected. Do not try to overtake him. Alphabot, you will get a very nice lecture after the race if you do so. But nevertheless, we are green and no incidents yet. Going into the first corner, we see all the drivers keeping it clean. Already we see a lot of gap forming, but Alphabot going really wide into turn 1, which helped Kuber Abi gain a bit of position on him, but now he seems to have fallen back off. Meanwhile, KG is just pulling off ahead of this pack. Alphabot has the best opportunity to overtake Joker.
Alphabot needs to overtake the bot.
Bot versus bot.
At least at this moment he can just go through him and overtake him, but if he comes back he will have to do the move on track. But still, even though his car is ghosted, he decides to dive on the inside. Joker falls to P3, his AI I should say P4 now. Let's have a look at the battle back. Is there anything going spicy behind? Soham Day has caught up to this pack. Alphabot not getting the best of the spoon curves.
Yeah, so is looking very racy now at this point in time.
I mean, yeah, because he can't rely on strategy anymore now. It's just, get to the top.
Yeah, when KG is already put a gap of 2.7 seconds.
Ooh, KG is on a different level, man, honestly, damn.
Oh, not a good line by Soham Day. Probably will lose a bit of time there. We see Berlin also hot on tail, and that was almost a wheel gone there. I would not have taken that move, but nevertheless, move done on Rooker there.
Yep. Rooker is also sticking quite close, and it looks like Kuber Ravi is looking for a move on Alphabot. But DRS won't be enabled this lap, so it'll be enabled next lap. So I think Kuber Ravi will be waiting for the next lap to do the overtake.
The issue is that now he is getting pressure from everyone behind, because literally the like top 8 people are within a second of each other, like from P2 to P8. So
Yep.
In
the meantime, if you look, we just saw Berlin use like nearly half his ERS to get past Rooker. So that was like very interesting for me, because now he'll have no ERS to defend from Rooker when the DRS is actually enabled next lap.
that is very much true, and let me be back in 2 seconds. I just need a message to be delivered to someone. Okay, so it looks like P2 to P8 are still stuck within 1 second of each other. P8 has fallen back, so P7 we can say let's see if Kuber Abi or even Soham Day tries to make a move once DRS is enabled this lap. Does not seem like it will happen this lap, because I think everyone has just used up their UARS to create some kind of a gap. We see Bayorai Joker pitting, so Joker's AI finally decided to pit.
Yep. So I think it is reconnected just now and he boxed.
That might be the case, yeah. His car does not seem to be ghosted, but right now AlphaBot suddenly gained a lot of pace and has pulled off more than a second outside the DRS right now. And there goes by Delta. Thank you, Codemasters.
Oh, I just realized I've been watching on YouTube the entire time and not on our live feed.
Very nice. How were you even seeing? Oh,
I
and
guess-
AlphaBot has
No.
lost his car. Oh,
That's sad.
Just one overtake less for who was behind him.
This is gonna be my driver of the day, honestly. Such a clean race, and he does that. Come on.
And
Does he have damage?
yeah, his full
Oh,
left
oh
wing
yeah,
is
I see
gone.
that. Oh no.
He will be soon overtaken by Neon.
I think the best thing for him to do is get onto the medium soon.
Yeah, mediums till the end. That would be the best thing.
Oh,
You know,
yeah.
even in Azerbaijan, there was an incident between the top two, and Rooker was pushed to the first place. But Red Bull people have a bit of silly mistakeness that is going on. They need to be more consistent.
Yeah, bit of feistiness, let's just say.
Yeah, but as we see that Soham is now right on the back of Kuberabi. I'm not sure why Kuberabi is really struggling in terms of race pace today.
You know, is he just probably just under pressure?
I see a yellow flag, and that is Rooker. So now it seems like Rooker has lost his car. So both Red Bulls losing their car somewhere.
What
Christian
Red
Horner.
Bull should know.
Christian Horner not happy.
Joins Toto Wolff with banging the table.
Soham Day as well seems to be struggling. Kuberabi also seems to be struggling in the SS. Everyone seems to be struggling in the SS. If they get the SS correct, I think probably everyone has a second in their time right there. Yeah, in race pace especially. So right now P2, P3, P4 pretty close to each other, and the field has spaced out. Both the Red Bull drivers did a blunder and ended up P7 Rooker not. Oh, that's a very wide line by Soham. A bit of aji-baji going on from Berlin.
I was thinking that Soham would now go for the move in that, but then I think he misjudged Kuberabi's braking point.
Is Soham have DRS?
Yes.
No, I don't. Yeah,
Soham
he has.
That's weird. How they?
Because he was within the 1 second that.
Oh yeah.
braking point.
I thought Soham was in third. I forgot about Abi.
What is happening over here?
I'm not sure about the lines that the drivers are taking through the SS and the
I think that's a bit of lag from the looks of it, because it just seemed like he suddenly like reset from the side of the track to the middle of the track.
He was drifting sideways and not in a good way.
As we say that, Berlin seemed like it's a purple sector one for a second.
probably someone else took it. Might be AlphaBot, who is on fresh mediums. Would look to get back a couple of positions if possible, but Berlin seems to is falling off because no ERLS left in the tank. Joker, and the Joker has retired from the session. Lost it there. What was the name of the corner?
Dunlop.
Dunlop. So two
Like the
people.
Phantom. Like the
Everyone-
Phantom.
Two people
Everyone
have
trying to go
lost it
flat
there.
in there, but you know.
Surprisingly, I also lost it there in my first season racing in IRC.
I want someone to put a board there and just says, don't be scared to lift off.
The last lap I just saw Kuberabi like gain a bit of places, but I think now he'll be. Oh, I think that's because he was using a lot of ERS. Ooh, there's not enough place, and Soham I think he's a
Keeping
bit
it really
low on
respectful.
ERS. Yeah,
Both
he's a
are
bit low on ERS. Is he actually gonna go on the outside?
Almost lost it there.
But a respectful drive by both of them, giving each other space, making sure that the other person is not pushed on the grass. We have Sector 3 yellow, and we see Hitesh, who has also retired, on the exit of the final corner.
Good afternoon, boys. What's up?
And we have a VSC.
Sup, Harry?
Probably something that the Red Bull boys are looking for is a safety car.
I just realized there's nobody called Hitesh in the entire that I can find in our league updates. So who is he?
Who is the Racing Point driver? Second Racing Point driver?
It's Psychedem.
This Psychedem.
Did he change his name?
I'm not so sure. Can you guys hear Harry? Deepanshu and Harry?
Yes.
Yeah, we can hear him. Yeah.
Alright.
That's a long VSC. Very long VSC indeed.
Oh,
And
no.
we are
Oh,
green
we are
and
there.
Doddy Man has drive-through.
So they're lining up a move.
With DRS,
no.
enable DRS. Going down the inside for turn 1.
Oh,
Going some
oh, you have Tokyo Drift action right there.
You can see that only in Suzuka sub Tokyo Drift music going on. Berlin and Doddy Man both pit. Why did Berlin pit? I'm not sure, but Doddy Man did have a drive-through which he had.
Wait, he got the overtake done with the.
He did get the overtake done with the Tokyo Drift. We should have played the Tokyo Drift music in the back, but hashtag copyright. Right now, Doddy Man seems to be back out after serving his drive-through and a fresh set of, and on his hard tires, chasing Karthik Racer. Rooker 23 is also pretty close to Neon at this moment. Alpha Bot trying to salvage whatever he can after his mishap in this race. Karthik Racer seems to be struggling a lot, but he does have ABS off since he was locking up into the corner, or it might be a spectator glitch. Joker has left the session. Probably
By the way, can you see the timing difference between Abi and Soham on the telemetry? Oh no!
Right, trying to do some spins going into Dunlop. So that's 3 cars that Dunlop has taken into.
And he's lost his front wing as well for good measure.
What were you asking, Electro?
Yeah, like there's a command in the telemetry, right, to see the laps, the difference, lap difference between them.
Did it open? No.
No,
Let
I
me
think it's
just
broken.
check. Control T, Control S. I am also not sure. Where is it?
It's probably not configured at this point.
Okay, okay.
There it is.
Oh yes. It's injured.
Manually I had to do it, but that is all good. So this is between Soham Day and Kuberabi.
I mean, the last lap was a default overtake, so that's quite natural to have a difference. So, but we'll know the pace difference, I think, as across the line. But KG is absolutely chilling in front. I hope he's able to. He doesn't make any mistakes now or like get complacent.
Yeah, right
drive
now,
home.
Rooker seems to be catching Neon at a very steady pace. Even though Neon is on medium tire, same lap hold. Rooker on hards. Let me.
Neon seems to be going quite deep into all the corners.
Yeah,
Possibly front.
Let me just have a look. If his telemetry is not on, it does not seem like he has considerable damage. Oh, you were talking about Neon?
Neon, yeah.
Not damage. I think he's just a bit struggling a bit with the car.
Yeah, he looks fine.
Hey, I think Rocker has had another incident because he's now fallen much farther back. So
No, he had that one incident where he fell to P7 and then Dodie Man had
I'm talking about Alphabot.
Oh, Alpha Bot. Okay, yeah, he has again fallen off. He did close the gap to 4 seconds. He had an oopsie moment. Meanwhile, let's see if Rocker can get the move done, but does not seem like it because Neon is using ERS. Rooker, even though having a lot of ERS, is not using his ERS to make the move. Probably I will have to message him a bit, but apart from that, Kuberabi is closing again on Soham Day. So this battle seems to go till the end of this race. What do you guys think?
Yeah, it seems pretty interesting. I don't know. Anything could happen at this point. Same tires, same strategy. Let's see what happens.
Yeah, but the thing I'm wondering is Soham considering they're making a charge towards KG, but 7 seconds in in 6 laps. Pretty much unlikely.
Yeah.
I mean, he's too busy just defending from Abi at this point.
And Abhi is also exhausted his ERS. It was at around 12% down the straight.
Oh yeah.
Both of them have exhausted their ERS. Rooker seems to be really close to Neon. Need to use his ERS and go for it. 130R, come on boy. Let's see some overtake there. And Neon is disconnected.
It doesn't look good, is he?
Yeah, I don't think so. He's disconnected. There's just some.
Just lagging.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah, now he's
now
disconnected.
he is disconnected. And a free
Reset.
position for Rooker coming
I
up.
said, Rooker always takes that weird line into the corner.
I think it's probably because of lack of practice. Like he's not able to judge how to take that corner every time.
But the racing line on this track isn't the best.
Berlin is trying to go for a move down the inside into turn 1 on Karthik Racer. Karthik Racer goes really wide and that will be an easy move done for Berlin. Full door was left open. Rooker does make his move on ghosted car of Neon. Right now E-Rock also seems to be really close to Karthik Racer. And AlphaBot, who had another incident, is trying to catch back up to this pack. He is still in the top 10, but he still needs to get a couple of more positions if he is looking for a good race finish. Karthik Racer not having the pace at all, just giving way right there. Probably he lost his car. We have a yellow flag in sector 2. That will be Bio Ride again having one of his
Another one.
Yeah, another one.
And as you can see, Abi has fallen off. Like, he's like losing time substantially. So what happened to him? He has that. Yeah, he's fine.
I think he is trying to save some ERS.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, at least now Soham is probably gonna concentrate on, catching up to the front. Yeah, he's gaining on KG, but let's see if he can make it. 7 seconds in 6 laps. Not possible, but let's see.
Highly unlikely. There is a penalty situation going on, so
Holy crap, Dottie man, what's up with that?
Dodie Man with 16 seconds of penalty. Neon, I think, has decided to bet in this later. Oh, that probably might be the bot. Oh yes, that was the AI that decided to bet there for Neon. Not a good news for him when he joins back into the race. But going back to the tires, we do have the top 5 runners on hard tires, 11 lap old. Dodie Man sitting with a 16 seconds penalty. Might lose a couple of positions because of that. Won't be the happiest man. Probably he will fall to P8, P9. AlphaBot looking to get at least 1 or 2 positions, but E-Rock also looking to gain a lot of positions. He's running with no penalties at the moment. Hopefully he keeps it like that. Rooker is currently in the clear, 20 seconds off from P3. KG also seems to be in the clear with 7.5 seconds ahead of Soham Day. Kuberabi is starting to fall off from Soham Day, so this might very well be the final grid at the end of the race. Not considering the penalties, but definitely the penalties will play some kind of a role in the
AlphaBot has made up a second and a half in the last lap over on Karthik Racer. Sorry to cut you off there, Propi.
Probably Karthik Racer is not having the best of his races, so that is.
Let's see if he gives way again to the Racer, because he did the same to E-Rock as well.
I mean, AlphaBoy is top 3 pace, but he just kept making too many mistakes.
Right now, AlphaBot with no ERS, no DRS, will probably should be careful behind Karthik Racer going through the SS, because he might get collected if something happens to Karthik Racer. Neon has joined back in, but will be disappointed to see in P10 with fresh softs, because that's not what the tires he left the session with
I mean,
last time.
let's see if he can do like a fastest lap or something. It'll be nice.
AlphaBot really using all of his ERS. He doesn't want to conserve anything.
And Karthik Racer going on the gravel there. This is the best moment for him to use his ERS and get ahead, but nope. AlphaBot decides to stay back. He could have made a dive down. the inside into the hairpin.
Give him
Now
a
he
little tap.
has the chance. Please just
I think he's
dive.
waiting for the back straight,
Yeah,
setting
always.
up the move.
Oof. There comes back in.
Someday getting another 3 seconds penalty, not helping his cause because Cuber
Abi will
Abi
be like, free position, let's go, boys.
Alright. They've kind
Really?
of neutralized each other's speed. Is Karthik Reza spamming ERS?
seems like it because that's the only way he can. Oh no, he is
he has
not.
like
He has a lot of ERS. He can defend to the end.
Alphabot just needs to use ERS. Please just press the ERS button, I beg you, thank you.
I mean, Alpha, have you
Oh.
seen the way he drives? He's not really tucking in. He's not using a
Yeah.
lot of his slipstream.
Oh,
He's like,
and
and
there
Karthik
he
Reza.
goes. He was just waiting for Karthik Racer to do some mistake and then capitalize on it. We
Oh,
have Cuber Abi who has lost his car
oh no.
on the hairpin. The same mistake that Alphabot did a few laps
Maybe
back.
at least he doesn't have damage. Could be worse.
He does not have damage. That is
Yeah.
very lucky for him.
Good for him. At least he can finish in third.
Yep.
Strong. Yeah.
Not too happy from my side, but good for him.
Could be worse.
Berlin looking feisty on Dirty Man. Less than a second separates them two. Let's see if Berlin will make a move on the straight because Dirty Man seems to be struggling through the spoon curve. Berlin, weird strategy to be stuck in 4th gear for a long time and revving it out, but going through 130R, both a bit of gain from Berlin on Dodiman, same gain under braking. That seems like he might get a better exit through the last corner and might make a move on Dodiman, but Dodiman got the better exit. Move won't happen here. 7th gear again, full revving out. I'm not sure what is going on there. Did you guys see that 7th gear full rev out?
Yeah, he's shifting a bit late on a couple of gears here and there.
But as soon as he shifts to 7th gear, it immediately goes to full rev, if I'm not wrong.
Yeah.
Let's just see what.
Could be a bug. Let's
Do it in real life and you're gonna probably wreck your engine pretty soon.
Yes.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay,
lag.
that is all good.
What's the ERS status of Dirty Man, if you don't mind?
Seems
Yeah,
17
they seem
same.
similar.
Let's see if the move is done going into the spoon or in the back straight. Doesn't seem like it. Berlin is still a lot behind. Dodiman struggling through the spoon section. If Berlin keeps it clean, keeps the line, he should be able to get the move done, but does not seem like it. If I was in his position, I would have turned off the ERS and waited for the main straight for DRS assist.
ERS is over for both of them. There's gonna be a dive bomb.
Oh, he went by. Oh, okay. There's a penalty. There's a penalty. Come on. What?
And
And
he
get away.
he gave the position back. Respectful. Otherwise, he would have gotten reported.
He has a huge tire advantage, and he just has to pick his battle and overtaking spots.
Probably conserve his ERS for the DRS straight because that's.
To be honest, I think he's not gonna make it.
Meanwhile, Kechi has created a gap of 10 seconds. Kubarabi after his mistake, 8 seconds behind him. Rooker keeping it clean without any penalties, 11 seconds behind Kubarabi. Dodi Man with the maximum penalty on this grid. Currently in a battle with Berlin with 16 seconds of penalty. Berlin will get him after the penalties are being applied, but at the end of the day, it's where you finish on track. E-Rock sitting clean with no penalties at all in P7 will jump a couple of positions, but all this battle between Berlin and Dodiman is helping E-Rock to gain some time on this pack and probably even look for a move in the last lap, but seems very highly unlikely. Spoon does not seem to be a strong part of Berlin as well.
Notice pointing out Neon's gap from 11.5 seconds, it's come down to 4.3. He's really flying on the softs. Maybe the fastest lap too.
And we do have a yellow flag that might be Neon. You just jinxed him,
Oh
my
my
friend.
god. I'm sorry, Neon.
He was flying until he was not.
He can still do it on his last lap. He can go for the fastest lap.
And he will get the... He will get the fastest lap point, 1 point if he does so, but nevertheless, let's have a look at this battle again. Berlin has closed up to Dodiman because of the tire advantage, as well as Dodiman not being able to take the best of the lines. Let's see if Berlin can make the move stick in the last second lap of this race here at Suzuka. He is just 0.2 seconds behind Dodiman, saving up some of his ERS really close. Let's see who gets a better exit out of the hairpin. Both
I don't know why Berlin doesn't tuck in. What is it? I mean, this is like if
we have here Electrip getting triggered by the driving style of Berlin. Just send
Well,
it, my friend. Just send it. Don't take.
you know,
this
send
one.
it or tuck in. Choose one of the other.
Thing is, you're getting triggered by him not tucking in. I'm getting triggered by why he's using the ERS on this lap instead of the next one. And look at that.
Tuck
Oh
in,
my
just
God.
take.
130 R
make it stick.
overtake,
Oh,
and that's a
no.
takeout of Dodiman, and Dodiman has
Retired from the
retired.
session. That was absolutely
That is.
mental.
What the hell?
Oof, his car is.
Ooh.
Thank God. I
I
thought
can,
Alphabot was gonna lose his car as well.
I can see penalties. I can see anger incoming.
Yes, I can see a lot of anger incoming into the chat.
Erog doing an excellent job. I don't know how he's taken those tires. He's close to puncture regions now, I think.
Who? Erog. Oh yes.
Yeah.
He
It's
is on
14
14
laps
lap old softs.
And he
And
still maintained the gap.
exactly.
consistently.
like
I mean, he has
Alpha-
nothing to lose. Just 3 seconds. He can like slow down a bit.
He's trying to go for fastest lap as well with that overtake on all the time. That's crazy.
It's,
Old tires overtake on. He's waiting for his Vinala.
Yeah, exactly. Especially in this hairpin. Thank God he turned it off.
Yeah.
But it seems like we are. KG crosses the line, comes P1 with a brilliant drive, starting on second position on the grid and finishing first in the race. Dominant drive from him. Somde finishes P2 with 6 seconds penalty. Kubarabi, don't think so. He will be gaining any positions. Finishes P3. Rooker will be the next person to cross the line, finishing P4. Probably a mistake done by him, could have finished a bit higher up in the grid. Berlin, who will be crossing the line now, P5. E-Rock with no penalties should jump a couple of positions. No, he does not jump any position. Alphabot finishes P7, was running P2 at a moment, but unfortunately for him, bottled it in one of the laps on the hairpin and fell to P7. Nevertheless, good finish from the Mercedes drivers as well as the Red Bull drivers, finishing P3 and P8 for the Mercedes and P4 and P7 for the Red Bull. Good points for the constructors as well. Soham Day as well as Neon also rounding up the pack. That was our tier 3 race for today. We will get in our podium finishers into the commentary box for a short interview. So it was Kichi. Let me just get our drivers in. I do not see people who are in the lobby, but Soham Day will be dragged in. Move.
yeah, then why are they not using teamies? What is this?
Can someone put out a message for KG and
Sure, I'm trying to find a chat. Give me a second.
Kubarabi to join?
Okay, who? Top 3 are.
Kubarabi and this guy, KG.
Are they all in the chat? Oh, okay.
Only this guy is in here.
Soham Day is only with us.
Yes.
What's his Discord name? KG?
KG. Yes, just KG.
I can't find him. What?
Just KG. K
Oh,
and G.
yeah, like
Yes.
kilogram. Okay.
Yes. Harry Rock, why don't you meanwhile start off with um, Soham Day here, who is here with us in the commentary?
Absolutely. So Soham, your battle with Kyubarabi was quite intense. Y'all were exchanging a few blows, giving each other a lot of respect, trying to make moves in the most
Position of the track.
unconventional
Yeah,
places on track. How was it?
exactly. Yeah, actually, it was fun. Mostly, I was trying to keep it clean, but yeah, that was very much intense. And yeah, we exchanged a lot of moments there. The pass actually that I made, I almost had a half spin there also, so that was a quite brave. But
We
yeah, in
were
the end, it paid off actually. Yeah.
definitely did pay off, and you sealed P2 with those moves, and really good respect between you two. You even gave us a few moments of drifting and power sliding out of corners, which was really fun for us to watch in the combox.
Yeah, that was fun actually. Very tense at times. Actually, I almost threw away my P2 actually at one point because I had a penalty. So, and later on, I think Cuba Ravi had a spin. So he gifted it to me back. So better. KG today was, I don't know, he was unstoppable today. At one point before my penalty, I was probably catching up to him a bit, but probably he was saving his fuel and his ERS. So after that, he was just pulled out a hell lot of gap and he was uncatchable. Like,
Absolutely, that's the magic of clean air, I would say.
yeah, correct.
We do have KG as well as Kubarabi in with us in the commentary box. Starting off with
2 seconds. Apparently, KG doesn't have a mic, so I mean, if you can chat, if you just type it in Tier-3 chat, I'll read it out.
That's a weird way to take interview. But starting off with Kubarabi, I think this is your first podium here at IRC, if I'm not wrong.
Yeah, this is my first podium. I was so much happy for this.
Congratulations on that. Just want to talk to you about that one incident and as well as your race start, because on the race start you
Yeah.
lost a couple of positions. So what went wrong on the race start?
I'm always poor at race start. I need to practice a lot in the future races. I lost control on the race start, so I lost a couple of places. And then moving on to the first sector, I tried to avoid the Red Bull car, and then behind one Ronaldo car just a spun. I think it's because of me. I'm sorry for that, for the Ronald. But anyhow, and then I catching up Soham there for P2 for the final couple of laps, and then I got a spin, and then I tried to be patient, and then I got a podium. I was happy for that.
Nevertheless, good drive by you. Probably we could have seen a lot of exciting battles towards the end between you and Swamde had you not had the
Yeah.
spin on the exit of the hairpin. But nevertheless,
Yes.
a great drive by you. Moving on to our race winner KG, probably his first race podium as well here at IRC. How was it? I think you cannot type a lot of message, so just tell whether the race was good or whether it was boring for you.
We can give you MCQs and you
Yes.
could answer. That will be really nice. How about that? All right, and we got the answer. This, I'm sure he must be quite happy that he's gotten his win. Is it his first win in IRC?
Yes, it is his first win here at IRC as well. So,
I got a message from KG. He said it was a nice race.
okay.
XD.
Oh yeah.
So probably we hope you get a mic for the next race win that you will get,
Yeah.
so that we can have a talk with you. But nevertheless, a great drive by all of our tier 3 boys today after a 2-week break. We will be having our tier 2 race today night at 8 p.m. So stay tuned for that. Hope we will see the same excitement with our tier 2 drivers today night at 8 p.m. But that's it from us, from me, Electrip, as well as Harry, who joined me for commentary. See you guys today night.